Hi, Mr. Saiki. This is Ben with Amtex Equipment from United States. Next to me, it is the machine that you order from our company, which is the Prowler 13 HP 2011 edition, special made for you with a 75-gallon or 300-liter freshwater tank to the right side of it. As a quick take a look at the machine, it's a very simple machine. It's powered by a Honda engine GX390 with the electric start. And as we come around the machine, you'll be able to see the heater on this machine, which uses the exhaust of the engine to boil the water for you. Right below it is your pressure pump, which you can adjust the pressure anywhere from 0 to 2000 psi by using this pressure regulator up here. As you turn the pressure clockwise, as you turn the pressure regulator clockwise, you will be able to see while the machine is running for the needle to rise, and as you turn it counterclockwise, you can see the pressure drops for different type of cleaning. Now, right next to it, it is a temperature gauge which shows you anywhere from 130 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to almost 50 degrees all the way up to 120 degrees centigrade. Now, right to the left side of it is a discharge light, which basically shows you if the machine has reached the peak of the thermostat setting. Let's say if you set up the temperature at 220 degrees, once the machine reaches that heat setting, it will start automatically cooling itself off by pumping some of the water out. And of course, to the left side of it is a vacuum gauge. Will navigate as you using the machine and creating suction. The needle will navigate anywhere from 7 to 12 inch of mercury. Now, right below it, it is a tiny tank which has two functions. Right now you can see the number 35. That means this machine has ran 35 minutes since its birth. And also, once you turn the engine on, it will show you the accurate speed of the engine. Now, as far as the filtration box of this system is to the right, it's very simple for you to remove by loosening this union. You'll be able to simply remove the top section of the filter, get it out, clean it, make sure it's all clean, and put it back in for the next job. Now, this machine is auto control. That means you have to give machine water before you can start it. So if for whatever chance, if the fresh water inside of your fresh tank runs out, or even if you connect this machine to a water supply building, once the water runs out, machine will shut down instantly to protect itself against any kind of damage. Right now I'm going to take the chance, I'm going to take the moment and go ahead and show you pretty much how to start the machine. Remember, we said we have to have water to get this machine started. So what we're going to do, we're going to use your tank. Right now we have almost about 63 gallons of water, which we're going to use to not only show you how to start the machine, but also how to operate it. Now, as a quick going around the tank itself, the water out of the tank comes out of this T, goes to a flow jet pump, which is a 12 DC and is powered by the machine itself. From here, a pressurized water, just like a garden hose of a house or a building you're going to be doing, water travels into an expansion tank. This expansion tank is equipped with a bladder inside, which outside of the bladder there is air pressure. The benefit of having an expansion tank in between the pump and the machine is that this tank gets full with water, and because outside of that bladder that gets filled with water there is air pressure, the pump does not have to work all the time. So you have to use all the water inside of this blue tank first before the flow jet pump is going to start working and refilling it. That means your flow jet pump does not have to run all the time. Coming around the machine, here's your battery. These are the wiring that we have given you enough for you to be able to even position this tank as far as you want from the machine. But if we follow this wiring around, coming here, it will end up to a toggle switch, which controls the function of that flow jet pump. As far as the starting it, I'm going to switch my spot with my cameraman. And in order to start the machine, like I said, you have to have the water on. So we're going to turn it on. Once we're ready to go, we go ahead and turn the water on. You do not turn the water on Prowler and start setting up your hoses. Do all your setup first. Pre-treat all your floors first. Right before you need to start the machine, that's when you give the machine water and you turn the water on. Why? Because this machine does have a cool-off system in the back, which keeps an eye on the pump and the regulator by taking some of the water out of the system and disposing it into the discharge. By keeping the water on while you're setting up the hoses and treating the floors, you might lose the track of time, and the silencer below here gets filled with water, which kind of gives the engine a hard time as far as starting. So in order to start the system, very simple. Here's your speed control. To the right is slow, to the left is fast. Just like the emblem tells you, throttle is slow, rabbit is fast. In order to start the system, always push your throttle to the right. From the rest position, move it to the left a little bit. Here's your fuel valve. To the left is closed, to the right is open. If you notice, there is a small gas pump emblem here showing you which way to turn the fuel on. This system uses the gravity to feed itself fuel, so turning the fuel on is you have to push the black handle to the right. The choke handle to the right is open, which is supposed to stay on the right side when the machine is operating. In order to turn the machine on, you have to move it to the left to allow the engine to suck extra gas to be able to fire up. As far as the firing of the machine is very simple. Again, we have to turn the water on now. We're going to turn the water on. Our flow jet, our tank is already filled with water. That's why you don't hear the flow jet running. As far as the starting, it's very simple. Take a look. I'm holding on to the choke handle with my left hand, and with the right ignition, with my hand on the right ignition, I'm going to start. As I'm cranking, I'm going to open the choke. Take a look. Now, if you notice, this is very important. You see a very, very small amount of water constantly coming out of the system. You have to have this going. This is that cool-off dripper valve that I explained to you, which is a valve in the back, which is set at a slightly open position. That way, regardless of what mistake you may make as far as operating the machine, because you're continuously extracting some water out of the plumbing, out of the pump, and out of the regulator, the machine can run cool regardless of what mistake you make. So anyway, as far as the increasing the RPM, you always allow the machine to run about a couple of minutes to warm up. Then simple, you can simply increase the RPM by moving the handle all the way to the left. Now we're going to check your vacuum. This was pretty much showing you how to start the machine. The next video I'm going to record for you is kind of getting dark right now, but definitely early in the morning before this machine gets shipped and packed and shipped towards Japan, I will definitely do a video showing you how to operate the machine. And of course, the third video I will record for you is how to maintain it and how to service it. Until then, thank you, and we'll see each other.